This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What are they thinking here? Player one in that dangerous burnout state. All right. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Both players with no drive in the tank. Very solid corner switch. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. That drive impact is blocked. That's some gets. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to charge us forward. Reads them. Yoga fires them. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. They were expecting that drive impact. A quick breather. This is the grab. You've got to be mindful of reaching. Hit them with a stopping bop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Gets the break. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a way to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. The next touch may decide things are about to get wild here. Absolutely relentless. Dangerous range here. Gets the counter hit and the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Blanka! This is it! Who's gonna take it all? Charges forward. Gets a big game on the wild hunt. Oh, here we go. Lets off a yoga fire. What are they gonna do? Player one can't use them air to air. Cross-up attack. What's next? Nothing stops this train. Punish counter on the action. Oh, burnout. That combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Prepare yourself. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Strings it all together. Throws them. What's next? That drive impact doesn't get through. Taking stock. Player two chases him down. Very solid corner switch. Definitely answers the air attack. All right, what's coming up next? And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Breaks those shins. Hits them with a stopping pop. Experiencing burnout. Jump. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player one in dire straits with burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. Drive usage is back on the table. Yoga fires. Doing some quick planning? Brush that off and keeps going. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Locks them down with the arch. Oh, burnout triggered. Barely blocks the jump in. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Are we gonna see a comeback here? No! This is break them! Flatlines them! 1 brings it home. We're in for something special right here, right now.
Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The jump-in is denied. Takes a trip. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. Feeling out the spacing. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Cuts that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Reads them. Looking for a chance. Lets off a yoga fire. Big throws. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. They were expecting that drive attack. Drive gauge gap here. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Beast mode activated, and now they're ready to party. Play it this and leaches some big damage. Reads the jump in perfectly. Dangerous range here. Rushes in. The next touch. What a finish! Player 1 gets the win. Drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Starts with a jump in. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. Blocks the jump in. What are they thinking? Lots of aggression from both sides. Reacts to the throw. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming, gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Backstep rolling attack hits them with a stop and block. They convert the opening impact into a punish counter. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 will look to apply pressure, experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful, charges forward. In with a backstep roll. Whiffs the impact. Breaks the block with the low kick hits. The drive impact doesn't work. Going in, play throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Gonna shake out. It's gonna be exciting to see.
Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in, finds the mark. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Neither of them is willing to back off here. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Burnout activates. Player 1 chases them down. Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Going in? Can they create an experiencing burnout? How will they utilize this? That was a huge stun. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? No good up high. Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Pressuring them in the corner. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. From up above, throws them to negate the block. Neither of them willing to back off here. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Blocks the ambiguous crossroads. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Well-timed corner switch. This fight is just underway. Brushes that off and keeps going. Still, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. A quick breather. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What'll happen here? Walks across, hits him with a stop and bop. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Big gauge lead here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 needs to use the throws them. Amazing! Not going anywhere. Crowns them from above. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win? The throw. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a